First of all, thank you very much for being on our YouTube channel. May I ask where you're from?
I'm from Germany.
Which city or which part of?
Dortmund, the western part. North Rhine-Westphalia is the state name.
Oh, I see. Thank you. And is this your first time in Japan?
Yes.
When did you come to Japan?
On the 9th of September, I think. So like 10 days ago now, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Where did you fly into?
One of the Tokyo airports. I
Haneda?
always forget the name. The one that's in the it's east of Tokyo. Then it's Narita, I think.
It's Narita then?
Yeah.
I
And
see.
the other one, I will take the flight back. So I'm always confusing the two.
How many days did you spend in Tokyo?
In Tokyo I was, I think, 7 or 8 days. Then I came to Osaka. And I was a bit ill the past few days, like 2 or 3, so I didn't see much of Osaka yet. But I will go back to Tokyo again on Friday, I think. Yeah, it's a bit split because I'm also going to Tokyo Game Show, and because my flight back is also from Tokyo.
So your purpose is to go to the game show? Or?
It's one part. Like I always wanted to visit Japan. It was a bit short-term plan now, but then Tokyo Game Show is at the same time, so I will attend. Why not? When I'm here already. And general purpose is like normal tourist, I would say.
Like, how did you spend time in Tokyo or other areas, cities? Is there something very special activities or?
I think normal tourist stuff like visiting attractions and just exploring the districts that you may know by name, like Akihabara or Shibuya or Shinjuku, and Osaka now. Also tourist stuff, I think, with Osaka Castle. And other than that, enjoying the local food. But we have Japanese restaurants in Germany, but of course not the variety like it's here, and maybe not the same quality as well.
How different, like the food variety from here and your country? Did you find something, discovered something about Japanese food?
To be honest, I'm a bit of a picky eater, so there's some kind of Japanese food that I don't really want to try. Like seafood is not really my thing, and Japan is big on the seafood, I would say, so there's some things I don't really want to try, but like ramen or udon or curry, that's what I tried so far. I think I could have it in Germany as well if I travel a bit to another city and stuff, but here you have much more choice, of course, and the quality is also higher, I would say, because I think the ingredients are just fresher or more, how do you call it, authentic, I would say.
Kind of like things you can find in your hometown about like Japan.
Yeah, mostly the internet, I would say. Not so much about my hometown, but when I was a kid, I started with playing video games, like Sony PlayStation. That's Japanese, of course, and Japanese role-playing games like Final Fantasy or Breath of Fire. I'm not sure if they are the same name in Japan, or Dragon Quest, and also a bit of anime and manga. I'm not that. I don't watch anime every day or something like this, but I watch a few times a year or a few series a year, and that's, I would say like a normal progression. But in my hometown, not that much, I would say. I couldn't think of anything that's Japan related in my city, except for 1 or 2 restaurants, or that I can buy manga in a bookstore translated in German. But that's it basically, I would say,
There is no Japanese community and stuff in here?
Not so much in my hometown, I would say. Like Düsseldorf is pretty close by in Germany. Düsseldorf has a huge Japanese community in Germany, because I think there's some Japanese commerce, Japanese European commerce chamber or something like this in Düsseldorf. And there's also the Japan Day every year in Düsseldorf.
Oh, there's a festival?
Yeah,
Japan
like
Day.
a Japanese festival. Yeah.
Oh.
To be honest, I never attended that festival. I only know it by name. But there are some Japanese communities in Germany, but I didn't really attend any festivals or stuff like this yet. Maybe in the future.
Right. Okay. Then during this trip, you are just going to Tokyo and Osaka mainly. This trip.
Yeah, I will probably go to Hiroshima tomorrow,
Oh,
like a day trip, because I have this Japan Rail Pass for tourists, so the train ticket is not, doesn't cost extra for me. I also wanted to go to Kyoto, but because I was a bit sick the past days, I'm not sure if I'm able to. But yeah, I wanted to use Osaka as a hub for Osaka, Kyoto, Hiroshima, and Nara maybe, because everything's pretty close by and you can reach it within an hour or two, I would say. Hiroshima is a bit further away, I think, but I think a day trip is fine if I leave in the morning and then come back in the evening.
Are you going to go to the like the Miyajima in Hiroshima? It's the red gate, like red gate tree in water. Have you seen it?
I think I've seen it.
When the tide is low, then you can walk, I think. But when the tide is high, it's the gate is in water.
I think I've seen a picture. If I have the chance, I will visit there definitely. I was mainly interested because of the tragic history. Hiroshima is worldwide known for it, and there's a memorial I think, and that's why I want to visit. Because we Germans also have a similar history. Like we weren't.
Tough time with that, I think.
Maybe skip that.
Did you find something you want to bring back to your country, like any like a stuff thing or the idea things or cultural things you like?
I'm impressed by some things that I saw in Japan, like how neat everything looks, like not much trash on the streets and stuff like this. I would love when it looks the same in Germany everywhere, and the trains are also a bit more punctual than back home. I'm afraid I can't really take it back home with me, and souvenirs is a bit difficult because
if you could bring back, it doesn't have to be true.
And then I think the cleanliness is really impressive to me. Like especially because there's nearly no public trash bins. I'm having trouble to get rid of my trash. I carry it all the time with me.
Right.
We in Germany we have the public trash bins everywhere, but still people throw away their trash everywhere. That's a bit sad to me, and even more impressive that Japanese people don't have the option to just throw their trash away. They have to keep it with them, and it's still so neat everywhere. That's really impressive to me, to be honest.
Do you have some advice or comments to our the viewers who are looking forward to coming to Japan or thinking about coming to Japan?
I must say I don't speak any Japanese, and if I learned a little bit, I think the trip would be a bit easier for me, because I definitely have some language barrier sometimes, because Japanese people are very nice and kind and helpful, but some do not speak any English at all, then the communication is really difficult, because I try sometimes with my phone, with Google Translate, I type like I don't speak any Japanese, and then what I want from them, like can you help me find this or something like this, but they keep replying to me in Japanese, like even in perfect Japanese, not even slowing down or anything. That's a bit strange to me, because if I meet a tourist in Germany who doesn't speak German and I wouldn't speak English, I would at least like slow down my German to try to help him a bit. Like if he's able to speak a little bit of German, maybe that if I slow down, that he's maybe able to understand me. But Japanese people, I don't know, they just keep the same pace, and even though I told them that I don't speak any Japanese, that's a bit strange to me, to be honest. So yeah, a bit Japanese language knowledge would definitely help, I would say. Like younger people, they speak sometimes English, but it's still a bit of a coin toss if you're lucky or not.
Very much for sharing your experiences in Japan, and it was really nice talking to you.
No problem. Thank you as well.
First of all, thank you very much for being on our YouTube channel.
No worries.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Finland. It's in
Finland?
Northern Europe.
Yeah. Helsinki?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That's
Helsinki.
where you're from?
Yeah, we're living there both. Yeah.
What do you call it? The never sank it down. Goes
Oh
down.
yeah, the
yes.
nightless nights. Yeah.
Yeah.
During summer it's so light. It's always the sun never really sets, and during winter it's when really dark and it's barely even rises during the night.
What do you think about that? Is that it's very normal
Yeah.
for you guys?
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult, like at least for me during winter, because it's so dark. I do kind of find it nice here that that it's dark in the night too, even though it's summer.
Yeah, it's like normal to us, and I know that more foreigners like struggle with the fact that it's so light during the night also, but we are so used to it that it's normal. So it's to us it's more weird to come here and the sun sets at 6 and it's dark.
We always
And-
get surprised how quickly it gets dark here.
Yeah.
But do you see the northern lights?
Yeah, actually just last night we were really, I saw my sister sending pictures, like we were really, usually they are during the winter, but for some reason last night in Finland they were really pretty northern lights, and we've both seen them too.
Yeah.
And
It's a special one, because they are so beautiful that you can never get used
And
to them.
you never get used to
it's
it.
a bit rare to see them like in the southern parts of Finland. Like I think you see them a bit more if you're up there in the Lapland and like the north parts. So we don't see them that often.
Yeah, maybe once a year, but like when you see it, it's really magical.
Someday I want to see.
Yes, you definitely during winter if you go to Lapland, the
it's
northernmost
the
parts.
best chances first.
Yeah.
Is this your first visit to Japan?
This is my second time, and
For me it's first.
What was the first time?
I was in 2017, so 6 years ago. So I was traveling with friends. I was for 5 weeks then here, so it was a bit longer trip.
How did you decide to come back to Japan?
She was supposed to do a student exchange here, but it was during the COVID time, so she couldn't come.
Cancelled.
Yeah, so then I was like just saying to her that, well, I would really love to go back because I really like Japan. So I was like, I can come with you if you want to go just for traveling. And
We can travel again after COVID-19. We were like, let's do it.
Oh, good. And how long have you stayed in Japan so far?
For 1 week,
Yes.
About a
We
week.
arrived last Tuesday, so
Where did you get into? Tokyo or
Tokyo.
What did you do in Tokyo?
We
Many
went
things.
a lot. Like we went to see Shibuya and Shinjuku, and then we went to Tokyo Tower and Tokyo Skytree. But we didn't go. We only went up on Tokyo Tower, but we went to see from outside the Tokyo Skytree as well. And then we went to
the eastern gardens of the Imperial Palace. It was really pretty there.
And then we went to the. Oh my goodness! I mean, I have a list of the places we went to. We also
It was a Meiji
Shingu
shrine.
and then we also went to the.
And Akihabara.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, Akihabara. what did you think about that?
I really liked it.
Noisy
I think
or-
I'm more of a like I read manga and I like anime. She doesn't as
No,
much. So
no, I
I was
don't
like,
really.
I need to bring my friends here who also enjoy it.
okay.
Like
It's just like not for me really, because it's like not my interest maybe, but it was still.
But did you find something interesting in Akihabara, or?
Well, I mean, there were a lot of like, I think the streets just look very like vibrant, and
I wish I could read Japanese because there was so much manga I would have liked to buy.
Which manga do you like?
It's a bit old, but right now I think Haikyuu is my favorite because
Haikyuu?
yeah. So I think right now that's my favorite. But I like I think I mostly read like shonen manga, but One Piece is a long time favorite too.
How about Ghibli or Ghibli?
Oh yeah.
Ghibli, I really like Ghibli. It's like my favorite. Yeah,
of course.
Animation, but it's different kind, different culture of.
They are really, they are lovely.
Do you have a specific favorite Ghibli story?
Mine is Princess Mononoke for sure. I really like it.
I don't think I can choose.
After Tokyo, where did you go?
We came here actually yesterday. Yeah. We went yesterday to
Dotonbori.
And then we went to have some okonomiyaki. And then today we came here to the Osaka Castle, and that's pretty much everything we've done so far.
So you guys stay in around Namba?
Yeah, pretty close to that.
Do you have some plan to eat? Like, you have a list? You want to eat this kind of thing?
Yeah, we have a lot of like takoyaki we still need to try while we are in Osaka. I just try to want to eat like a lot of like the common to Japan like dishes like omurice and udon noodles and just like the curry and just like try everything.
Oh yeah. Your plan after here?
After this we are going to Kyoto and we're planning to do a day trip to Nara. And then from there we are going to Nagoya, and then we're going to Tokyo and flying back to Finland.
What are you going to do in Kyoto and Nara? Do you have a plan? Not yet? You will see.
Yeah, that was the place with, but I don't remember the name, but with like a lot of the gates.
In Kyoto? Fushimi Inari.
Yeah, that one we really want to go to.
That's where we're going to, at least, but I think we're gonna just sort of see what catches our interest.
That's what we always do before we arrive to a city. We just try to look at all the like tourist information and see where are the best places to visit and decide from that.
How about Nara?
Yeah, where we want to see the deer.
Visit Buddha. And go to Nagoya. They have a food culture there too, right? Do you have specific food you want to try? You will see again.
Yeah, I think I have a friend who lives in Nagoya. He was in student exchange in Finland, and so I met him when we were in high school. And he lives in Nagoya, so I think I'm gonna text him and see what he recommends to us.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah. Those like the local. If you have someone.
Exactly.
Then they can take you.
He can bring us to the best restaurants.
It's much better than going to like a tourist area. Interesting. So far, have you find something you want to bring back to your country?
Well, we really like the fact that you can, for example, the Pasmo card, you can use it in different cities. The same card works in public transportation. Really in Finland, every city has a different transport, like the ticket system. So you always need to find out what it is and buy. So it's so convenient that you can just use the same card in every city or most cities.
The trains are really convenient. Like just overall, like you can get anywhere really fast. It's really nice.
In Finland, how is the train system? Is it
Helsinki is like the only place that has like local train network. Otherwise, it's just between cities.
So if you go to another place, you take bus.
Yes. The biggest places have buses, but Finland is so small that mostly people just drive their own cars. Only the biggest places have like a bus.
Yeah, and you
system.
can get to the train to the biggest cities, but then if you need to go to a smaller city, then you need to take a bus or just find someone to drive for you. So it's not as like here. I feel like where the trains go everywhere, so it's not as.
Do you have some advice or comments those who are watching the YouTube?
I definitely think that if you have a chance, you should come, and I did that, and I fell in love, and now I'm here again, and I could easily come back. And I feel like even sometimes you're scared. Well, she knows a bit of Japanese, but I don't really, and sometimes it's like a bit like nervous, like what if they don't speak English and I don't speak Japanese? But Japanese people are so kind that even if we don't have a common language, still somehow we always figure it out, and it's just like a real. So like I feel like not to be scared about the fact that even if you don't know, like obviously it's nice to know the basic like greetings and stuff like that, but like it's like not to worry about too much.
Yeah, just be brave and try things.
Basically. Be the contact person.
Yeah, exactly. I've been trying my best.
In school.
I've been studying environmental science.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
First of all, thank you for being on our YouTube channel.
That's okay.
Yeah. And may I ask where you guys from?
Australia, Melbourne.
Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, Melbourne.
Yes.
Okay, you too.
Yeah, both from Melbourne. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are like good friends from
couple.
school.
Partners.
Oh, partners.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And is this first time to Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of image did you have before coming to Japan?
Well, from what we'd always heard, it was like a very clean, very friendly people, very
Technology.
high
Very
technology, advanced, and very like polite people that like it's very like very personal. You have your own space and you don't sort of bother other people. Very respectful. Stuff like
A lot more respectful, yeah.
Respectful.
Yeah.
And do you have a different idea, or now you're in Japan? Did you feel the same way?
Everyone's been very respectful, like on the trains, everyone's always quiet and like sits nicely and everything like that. Like it's not as like rowdy.
The different cities. So we've been to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, visited Hiroshima as well. Tokyo is quite different to the rest of them. I think Tokyo was more what my image of Japan was outside of Japan. So I think it's been different in the other cities. So I think Tokyo was more so what I expected. But a lot of it's still quite similar though, very clean, there's no rubbish anywhere. And so it's still quite similar to what we expected, yeah.
So you mean the people are different? You mean the Tokyo and other locations?
Not the people, the cities.
Also the city?
And like the technology, it's quite the train service. There's a lot more trains in different spots, or it just feels a lot more built up. There's different types of places that just don't exist or that we haven't seen in the other cities.
I see.
But it's all still quite similar to what we expected. Just Tokyo felt a little bit different to what Kyoto and Osaka, they feel more similar to each other than they do to Tokyo.
Oh, really?
Does that make sense?
Discovery in other cities outside of Tokyo then.
Yeah, it's all,
Can you give us some example, or is it difficult?
It is hard to say.
Maybe a culture difference, maybe, I don't know. But
there's a lot more like traditional clothing in like Osaka and Kyoto than we saw in like Tokyo. Like we were there in Tokyo for about 9 days, and everyone wears quite like modern-y, like very trendy clothes compared to like other places and stuff. And it depends on like where you go in Tokyo, I guess, as well. Like all the busier areas like Akihabara and Shibuya and stuff like that were a lot busier, and more like what we'd seen in like all the on the internet of what like Japan is like kind of thing. Whereas like the outside quieter places of Tokyo are more similar to like here and stuff like that.
What other locations or places have you been to?
We went to the Mount Fuji area. We weren't able to see the mountain for the cloudy day or anything, but So we didn't spend too much time there. We went to Hiroshima, and just the main three cities. Yesterday we flew down to Miyazaki, Takachiho Gorge. That was very pretty. Like a cliff and the river.
Is that the river?
Yeah.
And you like do the boats on them. And
Yeah, we did like a rowboat. Yeah, that was very nice.
Oh yeah, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, lots of there was a lot less buildings. It was
really
very
quiet,
very
nice area.
How about the food there? I think Miyazaki has a really good cuisine.
Yeah, we had the noodles that come through the bamboo. That was really yum.
And the fish and stuff was
And the
nice
fish was
as
really
well.
good. Yeah.
So it was all very fresh there, which was good. It was nice.
So you guys eat fish?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot? Then you like sushi too?
Yes,
Love sushi.
sushi. Yeah, it's very good, very fresh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I believe there are some many like Japanese restaurants in Australia, but it's still not enough for you guys. Maybe.
No, we actually Australia has a lot of good international food. That's one thing I think is quite interesting being in Japan. We are used to in Australia having a lot of different varieties of food. So you can have, the normal Australian and American food, or you got Japanese, Chinese, Thai, Vietnamese, Indian, lots of different types of food. But in Japan, it's mostly just Japanese food. It's a lot more of the same type of food. So it's really good, but there's not as much outside of the Japanese food that we've found. We also have been trying to eat mostly Japanese food here.
But it's been very good, very fresh and stuff like that. Like the noodles are all made fresh, a lot of the udon places, and then the fish is all like pretty fresh as well. So it's good.
Did you try like takoyaki and those things in Osaka area?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had takoyaki in Kyoto, I believe. Was it Kyoto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a few other places.
That was really good. We had it in just like a market area. It was really nice.
Yeah. Activities did you attend? Participated in like activities?
Yeah, we've been to like a few areas that have had like autumn festivals going on and stuff like that. That was mainly in Tokyo that we saw a lot of like the autumn festivals happening. We've done a few like of the karaoke and then the arcades and what's that build with the game? Play one?
Round one.
Round one, like with all the games and stuff like that.
Not
like,
as much traditional kind of ceremonies or events or anything, but mostly just sort of personal day trips to different places or doing different activities, but not like not specific like looking for a ceremony or going to a temple and doing like nothing specifically like that.
Yeah.
It's got a lot in one spot, which is cool. Like it's got lots of different options.
Right.
In Australia, you normally have like one of the things,
Yeah.
like bowling or rollerblading, not all together. Yeah.
What did you play?
I did baseball. My arm's still sore.
The baseball, the batting cages, the rollerblading, darts. You wear the gyro balls and you like bounce on each other and play soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
Like baseball?
I don't normally play it. I've never played it before, but the batting range bit where the ball comes and you hit it, that was very fun. I played a lot of that.
I think Australia has a good team of baseball. I think
More cricket.
Oh, more cricket.
Cricket's more popular.
Cricket and rugby, and we have Australian football as well.
Yeah, football.
Yeah.
I mean rugby.
Rugby, yeah.
I see. And have you traveled somewhere around other countries in Asia?
Yeah, I've been to Vietnam and Thailand and Indonesia. You've been to Indonesia?
I've been to Indonesia, but not anywhere else.
Yeah, probably the first a lot of them. Well, it's hot here and humid, but normally you go to Vietnam and Thailand for the heat and stuff like that, and it's very different to here. Even just the cultures and stuff like that, very different here than in Vietnam and Thailand and stuff.
The culture is different.
Very different, yeah.
Yeah, I see.
From what we've seen of Japan versus, I know what I've seen in other Asian countries, like Indonesia or whatever, is it's a lot more developed. So there's a lot less of a difference between like a city and a not city. So here, even the more rural areas are still quite nice. They're not. It's hard to describe, but it does feel quite different. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably say like it's like a lot cleaner. Everyone's very organized. The trains are like on time. Everything has like a purpose. Like even like just everything's like quite technologically advanced with everyone. Very safe. Very like.
Oh, you're in Japan.
Yeah, in Japan. Yeah, very quiet area and everything like that.
The Japan is quiet. How do you feel it? Is that comfortable for you guys?
It's very relaxing. Yeah, you don't have many cars on the street, which is crazy to us because like everyone in Australia drives everywhere, whereas everyone here, I feel like public transports or walks. Like not very many people like are driving all the time. Like there's so much less cars on the road here than like in Melbourne, which is a much smaller city. But we've got way more car traffic and everything like that.
I think it's also the trains and public transport in Australia. Like you do normally just talk and chat. It's a lot more loud.
Yeah.
It's nice having the quiet, but it also sometimes when because we're with a group as well. We have some other friends here. When we're traveling together, we're just so used to talking to each other, but we're trying to keep quiet because we don't want to be rude or disturb other people. Yeah.
Maybe especially when you're in a big group, maybe you want to talk loud.
Yeah.
But when you are like a person like it too, or just yourself, maybe quiet
is okay.
Do you have something you want to bring back to your country, like about Japanese? The things is okay, but also like ideas and stuff.
I think one thing that I really loved about Japan is the waving.
Oh,
waving. It's weird, but I think I wish that Australia was a little bit more like, because for example, we went to Disney and Universal, and every time the rides come past, they always wave, and it's very fun.
Oh, really?
Even when we went on the plane down to the Takachiko Gorge yesterday, when the plane was leaving, the people at the airport were waving to the pilot, the people on the tarmac. I don't know, just fun. It feels very friendly.
I see.
And
I would say the train system is much more efficient.
Can you give the viewers some advice or the messages when they're like for the people who maybe want to come to Japan or thinking about coming to Japan?
Probably just like booking your accommodation near stations. If you have your accommodation near a station, you can get anywhere, kind of thing. And like, because if like our accommodation right now is kind of further than any of the other accommodation we've had, and it's so much easier when you're right in a good spot. Even if it's not as nice of a hotel, you won't be in there much, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
If you're close to the station, it's gonna be your base. And
exactly. And you can kind of get off anywhere really quick and stuff like that.
I think as well, there's a lot of things that you should leave a lot of time to do things when you're in an area. So instead of planning to do every single thing, when you're walking to a destination, you find things. And it's really, there's a lot of things to do as you're going somewhere. So just not having a really strict schedule, but like have an idea of maybe a location you want to go to on a day, but finding things and doing them on the way, because we found a lot of places that we've just walked into and it's been a really good place to visit. So I think that's something that should definitely be, don't have a strict schedule, just have an idea of an area you want to go to and then just find things.
And it's really hot here. Like we thought we were from Australia, so we were like, the heat will be fine, but it's really hot here.
We were coming from our winter, so it was a bit of a different change.
Yeah, pretty cold when we came, and then it was here, we was just sweating.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for your,
okay.
sharing your experiences and your ideas. Thank you very much.
Thank you.